From serving food out of trash to bribing teammates for cash, these were the times Hell's Kitchen chefs got caught cheating. The trash pasta scandal. Beginning with probably the most disgusting crime in the history of Hell's Kitchen. In Season 3, Jen Yamola did something so disgusting that the viewers continue to feel sick to their stomachs. Jen made the unthinkable decision after accidentally disposing of the extra spaghetti in the garbage in the middle of a busy service.
Let me just get it. I'll get it. We had an order for spaghetti and I threw out what we had. When I decided to retrieve the spaghetti from the top of the garbage.
She even went into the trash bin and retrieved the spaghetti that had been thrown away. But it gets worse.
Washed it. 212 kills the bacteria, and then I decided to serve it.
Jen then washed the garbage pasta with water, somehow persuading herself that this had rendered it to be safe to serve to paying customers. Her reason was simply outrageous, as she said that boiling water would somehow kill the bacteria. However, luckily her teammate Julia caught this appalling act and put it to an end.
The garbage on the top.
No. No way. Who in the world picks food out of the trash? You can't just do anything in the heat of the moment.
Julia would not allow the poisoned pasta to get out of the kitchen and instead insisted on a new one to be prepared. When Jen was attempting to defend her position, Julia was thinking quickly, which avoided what would have been a disastrous food poisoning case. And when the truth at last came, the reaction of Gordon was precisely what you would have supposed.
Jen, why should you stay?
I love my job and taking charge of situations.
You're taking pasta out of the bin as well.
But that would not be the last time someone's poor judgment put the competition in danger. The illegal thermometer trap. Fast forward to a much later season where the chefs faced the tough pressure of a cooking challenge. While others had to rely on instinct to know when meat was done, Matthew Francis Johnson thought he'd found a shortcut. Smuggling in his own digital thermometer, he tried to tilt the odds in his favor. But in Hell's Kitchen, shortcuts never stay hidden for long, and his cheating backfired spectacularly.
Matthew makes a desperate attempt to get his chicken temperature right.
It's only at 118. It's back in. It's only at 118.
Matthew pulls out a digital thermometer. Where the hell did we get digital thermometers?
A little digital thermometer of his own, utterly unlawful in Hell Kitchen. Other chefs had to feel and determine when the food was cooked, but Matthew was playing the cheat card.
Away now to lamb.
However, following another catastrophic service, Gordon made his routine equipment check, and that is when Matthew was caught with his cheating.
After you left the kitchen, I found this. Meat thermometer.
Gordon was standing with the illegal thermometer as evidence in a courtroom, and he was disappointed. The infraction was obvious, and Matthew was doomed because Gordon made it quite clear that cheating does not keep one alive.
Worst of all, your attitude sucks. Therefore, I'm not listening to Give me your jacket.
His effort to win an unfair advantage cost him his place at the competition, and proving the fact that shortcuts never bring success in the kitchen of Gordon. But Matthew was not the only one to crack under pressure. The risotto rice robbery. Later in Season 14, the chefs were under pressure in a risotto challenge, a dish Ramsay demands to be perfect every time. Adam Lava quickly fell behind, his rice nowhere near ready, and the clock was ticking. In a moment of panic, he made a desperate decision.
Because the rice ain't even done.
No?
No, I don't think we're gonna make it.
This risotto is just not getting done. I thought I left myself enough time. 3 minutes to go, chef.
Rather than proceeding with his own meal, Adam covertly stole cooked basmati rice off the station of his colleague Millie in order that nobody would detect his actions.
I got that.
Yeah.
Last 2 minutes.
Yes, chef. Allison, how are you looking? I'm in a...
In Hell's Kitchen, though, every minute detail counts, and the guest judges possess trained eyes. As the dishes were brought on, they at once attracted their attention.
With a bell pepper rice. How did you guys both wind up with rice on the dish? Did you guys share on that one, or?
Did you take some of Millie's rice? I'm sorry?
I'm gonna cut the Did you take Millie's rice?
Yes, sir.
Both dishes had the same garnishes, and this gave cause to alarm. The stress of directly asking Gordon whether he used some ingredients of another chef station was too overwhelming for Adam to handle.
This was your dish.
Absolutely, sir.
So no shared ingredients.
You got it, chef.
Not good.
The fact that Adam was cheating was exposed to everybody with his confession coming out in a tumbling fashion. These regulations were clear, and it was a requirement that each of the components must be the individual work of the chefs, and Adam had flagrantly breached this basic requirement. Yet Adam was not the first one to think he could outsmart the system. The punishment loophole fail. In the first season, Andrew Benito believed that he could get around a mere punishment by the use of a brilliant workaround. Punishment involved memorizing a code to enter the storage room, however, Andrew needed another plan.
What do you want?
Give me the tape. Give me the masking tape.
Just fucking do it.
Just give me the masking tape.
Oh, I gotcha.
He taped the door latch open in a way that it would not lock as a way of simply circumventing the entire purpose of the punishment. His reasoning was not hard. Why commit to memory a code? You can simply leave the door unlocked forever?
What are you doing? Get the f***ing tape off of there and get the back in there. You think I'm stupid?
His brilliant plan did not last long though, and sous chef Scott took no more than 10 minutes to make his rounds. Scott saw the mutilation within seconds of the manipulation by Andrew.
It up, you get a punishment. You don't rig it so it works for you. You blew it, pay the consequences. Got it? Yes, sir.
Scott responded swiftly and brutally by tearing the tape off.
Chip, I'm gonna break those down right now. No, you're not, because Andrew just ruined it for you because he was taping the door. When you need him, you gotta come in here and get one.
Andrew only tried to create a loophole but did not succeed, and it cost him 1,000 times more. The angry response of the sous chef, and it turned out that all attempts to bypass the system only go the wrong way. Still, some chefs thought that they could get away with bending the truth. The signature dish deception. Cheating was not a one-time affair by Matthew Francis Johnson. Even back in season 20, his first impression was built on a lie Gordon would expose brutally. Matthew brought out a cioppino with an emotional background of it being his coming-out meal.
Cioppino. I seared all the seafood individually, so you have the shrimp, scallop, and then we have some halibut on the bottom as well.
Right.
It was meant to be a heartfelt story, and the judges were supposed to relate to it, but the trained palate of Gordon immediately knew that something had gone terribly wrong. After further examination, Gordon came across a disgusting fact that absolutely distrusted the emotional story of Matthew.
I didn't take out the crab, I didn't devein it, and I'm like, shoot.
Why didn't you clean the shrimp?
The inability to clean the shrimp in the right way showed that it was all a hoax that Matthew was telling about his cooking abilities. The signature dish turned out to be a fake as a result of his deficiency in basic technique.
I know you're now legal to drink, but were you actually drunk when you put this dish together?
No, sir.
The difference in the emotional narrative and the slapdash way it was done demonstrated that Matthew was ready to lie about his abilities from the beginning, which predicted his subsequent act of cheating with the thermometer. But if Matthew's lies were shameless, then Keith Green's scheme took things on a different level. The $1,000 finale bribe. The most outrageous form of cheating in the history of Hell's Kitchen was possibly done by Season 2 contestant Keith Green, who went to extreme new heights of greediness in the final. Being a returning competitor and assisting finalist Virginia, Keith had a chance at self-enrichment.
Virginia.
Yes, chef.
This blue section is your kitchen.
Yes, chef.
That is going to become your restaurant.
Yes, chef.
Heather, the red kitchen is your kitchen, and this part of the dining room is going to become your dining room.
Keith had an outrageous demand that no one could have said, as opposed to making a hard effort to assist Virginia to win.
All right, listen, if you win, you have to guarantee something. If there's money involved, I'm going to make sure that I do everything in my power for you to win.
If I win, I know, I don't have to give you guys anything.
The very fact that one demanded money out of his competitor in a final was unheard of. Keith was not hesitant to confess that his intentions were purely financial.
I just feel like bribes don't make people work harder.
It's going to make me work harder.
I'll give you money, even though I don't really believe in that. I'll give you each $1,000.
The whole negotiation was filmed and the world was able to see the mercenary attitude of Keith. This was characterized by his callous behavior when he threatened to hold hostage the final performance of Virginia as a way of getting money, which was quite inhuman and appalling to both viewers and contestants. Conclusion. These outrageous scenes demonstrate that there is no place in hell to cheat. The revolting food safety breaches and smuggling equipment, pathetic theft of ingredients, and the blunt bribing, these contestants were taught the lesson that Gordon Ramsay has a trained eye that cannot see anything. Whether they were attempting to cut corners when they were being served, attempting to bend the rules when faced with a challenge, or trying to lie down with false tales in order to deceive the judges, every single attempt they made to cheat was always revealed and reprimanded. The moral of the story is clear-cut. In the kitchen of Gordon, honesty and talent are the only means of achieving success, and those who attempt to cut corners in an attempt to reach the top will always have the door leading them out.